Welcome to the 3gistketeers show. Here, we say the things you're not willing to say out loud, just things you're thinking. And today, as usual, it will be hot gist, real talk, and no dulling. So, fathers have been called out for months and years on ending. In fact, this year, someone thought it a nice idea to give fathers a good gift for Father's Day. Let's enjoy the music.
My papa don't give another woman belly. My papa don't score goal for outside. My papa too broke for this kind life, but him dey brag say him na sharp guy. My papa excuse na polygamy. Him say men dey polygamous in nature, but the funny thing be say him no dey polygamous marriage. So wetin concern polygamy with giving another woman belle? Chai, this one no be polygamy. This one na bigamy. My papa na drunk in pee and him no get shame.
So, if you enjoyed that, you can see his handle. You can go to his page and continue enjoying the music. But for today, we are not calling out fathers. In fact, we are calling out mothers. Usually, we praise mothers, sing their praises. So if you view your mom as sacred and you have nothing to call her out about, you can scroll to the next page. But if you have something to call your mother out on, even we here are mothers, so we'll be calling ourselves out on certain things today. So we have a list of things we put together to call mothers out on. So without wasting much time, let's get on to it. So the first thing we are going to be calling mothers out on is the parentification of the first child. So if you are a first daughter, we expect to see you in the comment section. So let's begin with Gwen. What do you have to say?
Okay, what I have to say about this is the fact that I don't know if I'll say it's our culture, like our culture, but we are trying to change that narrative because it's totally wrong. That every first daughter must parent her parents' children, also take care of her parents before she's allowed to get married. Like in Ikwere land, they do that a lot. Let me explain how their own is. If your father don't have a male child, I don't know if you guys have noticed. If your father don't have a male child and it's just female, the first daughter must give birth to a male child that will bear her father's name before she won't even get married. You understand? All the children she will give birth to, all will be bearing her father's name. She's not allowed to even get married, and it's that bad. Most first daughters here in Nigeria, some of them must first. You will hustle, you will take care of your mother, you take care of your father, take care of your siblings. You don't even have a life. They're nothing like me living my life. You don't have a life. You must take care of these people before you start taking care of yourself. And let me tell you, it has never ended well. These same people that you you gave your life for, one day will still ask you. But when maybe you start complaining and you've lost a lot in your life, you have dreams and aspirations, you cannot meet up to them just because of these people cut your life short, and you start feeling bad, they will ask you, you have a choice to say no. Why didn't you say no? Why did you accept to? You can still, even if it's yes, so this is what is happening in our family, this is what it is, but you have the choice to say no. That is what they will tell you. And again, They will even tell you, when you have money, what did you use your money to do?
Thank
These are
you.
the same people that you sacrifice your entire life for. They don't care. That's just the problem. And this your mother. The parents will stay in the house. The mother will stay. Father will be them doing nothing, expecting you to make sure they don't lack anything without conscience. That's my problem. And this thing is common in Africa here. So sincerely speaking, it's a problem. It's a problem and it has to stop.
And let's not forget that mothers are the champion of
Yes.
this thing.
Thank you.
Madam Pan, what do you think?
The truth is that if we are to deliberate about this topic, in fact, the whole day will pass and we have not finished. I like to talk about my experience. I like to talk about my personal experience. Parentifying a child is like a culture in Nigeria. In fact, if your mom or your dad is not that educated and exposed, it makes your case worse. I left home when I was 7.
Mm.
I left home when I was 7 to be raised or to become an adult in other people's houses. In fact, I served and served and served that I can't even give account of how many houses I stayed. Though my father was late and immediately my father died, my mom distributed all her children. In fact, the more painful to this is that I am the last born of the house. So I'm supposed to stay with my mom. But no, I was also given out to stay with other people.
Oh.
Sad.
It is indeed sad that mothers are watching this happen to their children or giving the responsibility of raising their own child to the child. That is why you will go to a house, you will see a girl of 8 years, 9 years nursing a child. What does a girl of 8 years to 9 years has to offer to that child that is nursing? You say, and funny enough, in Nigeria here, that girl called house help will be the nanny, will be the cook, will be the cleaner, and will also be the baby carry, like the child will also carry the baby to feed and to clothe the baby. We mothers, we can do better. We can do better.
We can. So at the end of the day, we have children working unpaid labor. So if you're taking care of your siblings, your parents think it is your duty
to do it.
You must do it. So should parents not pay their child for doing housework?
If you ask African mothers, they will say they were raised that way. It's a mantle that you hand over to the next generation to come up. So if you ask parents now, they will say, I raised my siblings. Why can't you raise your siblings? That is it. But is it their responsibility? Though they will say it's an act of teaching. But is it their job? Yes, they are supposed to be paid. Not really paid, but in a way of appreciation. If you do this, you get $1. If you do this, you get 2 naira. Or if you do this, you get 3 naira. It is a way of appreciating that child.
True.
Okay, my daughter, when she was done with secondary school, my business, what I do, so she decided to join me so we can do it together. So I told her that you can't just work with me without me paying you. Yes, I take care of the bills in the house, make sure they are comfortable, but I need to pay her for that service. She needs money to buy her toiletries and other things. So if I don't pay her, who will? How will she take care of herself and the rest? And I'm also teaching her responsibility, your accountability.
Yes.
And I'm also monitoring how she spends her money, how she put things together. It's another way of raising and training your child. I am paying my daughter, as in whatever she's doing, we have her payment. I don't joke with
it's not
the
negotiable.
amount. It's not negotiable. I pay her every weekly. I asked her, is it weekly or monthly? She said every week. I want is Sunday. I don't count her money. Give the babe. And it has been amazing. Also, she's bringing her best. And this girl knows this business more than anybody in my house.
She's learning
so it is good for you to pay your child for working.
Thank you. That moves us to our point number 2, where we are calling mothers out.
Yeah.
We are calling mothers out on male-centeredness.
Oh God.
Male-centeredness. I have a lot to say on this, but let me begin with Madam Pam.
Hmm.
What do you think about our mothers and their male-centeredness?
Hmm. Like I said, I've always said, you crown the male child from birth. In fact, recently I was shuffling through the internet. I had a story of a woman giving birth to 5 female children, and she has not counted, she was not happy, or she has not counted them as if she was a mother until she gave birth to that son, which made it 6. She now said now she's a mother.
Wow.
Now she's been appreciated by her.
Are you
Yes,
serious?
it was a trending this the topic.
Story.
Yeah, story that now she's a mother. Now she's being recognized in her marriage, in her home. So does it mean that other 5 children she has given
Were
birth
ghosts.
to were
I
ghosts?
don't understand.
Now, or does it mean that if peradventure in the process of trying to please or trying to crown her crown, which is the male child, and she died in that process,
Okay.
what will she say? She has not been a mother before now. The 5 children came out through her nose. Then this 6th one is now the real child. The truth is that Africa, we need to do better. Nigeria as a whole. In fact, we mothers, we need to do better on the way we crown our male child, or even the husband itself. Yes, we are all humans, and we are supposed to be treated with love
Equally.
and respect and equally.
For me, I think this particular topic is a very huge one. Sincerely speaking, and it's a problem. Mothers, please sit down and listen. Listen to this. You see that you're the same way you treat your female children. I want you to treat your male child the same way. Let me explain. How can you have both male and female in the house, and it's just your female children that do chores in the house? It's just your female children that knows how to clean, sweep, cook, and do the. My dear, teach your male child that same thing. Let me tell you, generation of mothers right now, this Gen Z mother, be waiting I won't call and
Now
say.
Gen Z / Gen Alpha.
Mothers that we have, they don't even raise their girl children on how to cook.
No.
The only thing those children know how to cook is Indomie that only them can eat. Even your child that you have raised on how to eat good food cannot cannot even manage that Indomie. So you better raise your child at least to be able to take care of himself. That is the reason why we are raising our children. Abi,
Yes.
you are raising your kids so that they can be able to take care of themselves when you are not there. You don't train your pikin don't get sweet mouth and long throat for better food, and you're not expecting a maid call his wife to continue from where you stop. It's not like that. That woman is not there. His wife is not you. You understand? So raise your male children the same way you raise your female children.
Correct.
And another thing I want to point out here is, you see these male children, the way you put like what Pamela said, the way you put crown them, you crown them as Lord of Lords, King of Kings, El Shaddai, Adonai, and Elohim. I don't know how I'm going to stress this. Yes, then now they will not carry that same
Crown on their head.
Now they'll get married. When they get married, their aim and objective is my wife must be submissive. My wife will. As a matter of fact, most of them end up to be narcissists.
They are.
They will narcissist this woman and subject her to a life that's like, I don't understand.
And they're always
She is
filled
your wife, not your maid.
They're
If
always
you
filled
raise-
up with expectations.
Yes,
Expectations.
if you raise your son on how to take care of his family, I have a son, I have a child. You not get waiting up picking enough people for ground.
I dey tell you.
If I observe any little thing that I know will frustrate anybody that he will get married to tomorrow, I am going to silence it with everything in me. I want that boy to get married to anybody that he ends up getting married to enjoy my son.
So,
You cannot raise your child and when he gets married, he becomes a beast. start frustrating the innocent woman that took her time to raise her daughter. Then she will now meet that your son that was not properly raised and start having issues. That's the reason why divorce is on the high side, because a lot of women are now like they are on the know, like they know what is going on now. They know themselves, they are conscious of themselves, they love themselves, and they cannot take nonsense from your untrained son. So if you want your son to experience beautiful marriage, I beg you in the name of God, raise that child where Annie you feel never born. As in they hear us. Start now. Not be small because your girl pikin now go kitchen. Your male child in sit down, they carry remote, they press to walk there, they watch television. I pray you go hard.
For mothers.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There is also a saying that, in fact, in African homes, I think is good morning. Do you know that saying? Now man in be now. He's a man.
He's a man.
Good morning. Now man.
Now man in be. You don't know that he's a man. You will respect him. He's a man.
Oh, check.
Whether he's a child of 2 years, a year, or a month, he's a man.
Man is a man.
He's a man.
Accord that respect.
Don't you know that he's a man? Please give him that respect that he's a man.
And mothers are the champion of these things. So
Yes.
mothers, the husbands you have, you don't like them. Yet you are raising those same beasts you don't like for other women to marry. Wanna help women.
No, they will beg them.
Help other women, please. Since you did not like it, don't create it for other women
To suffer.
Now, that also brings me to how mothers center, we are still talking of male-centeredness. They center their husbands above themselves and their children. Now, I have a personal experience. My mom, I am personally calling her out on this. She had a job. She was a nurse. She was doing fantabulously well, earning her own salary. She should be on pension right now. But this woman abandoned work to pursue man. She left her job to pursue my father. What did she gain from it? He still abandoned her for another woman. Those of you who know me and want to go and report to my father, hello dad. You know, he knows that he's a womanizer. So it's not a problem. And he knows exactly how I feel about it. And we are good friends today. But the point is, I am calling out my mom for leaving a well-paying job in the name of make another woman no collect my husband though.
The woman still collect the
And they still collect the husband.
What's happened to her life?
And when you give somebody the power to feed you, remember, that person has the power to starve you.
It's true.
And that is exactly what happened to my mother. And I learned a lesson from it and decided to do differently. Any man that comes after my money, you don't find me trouble.
Simple.
Love me and don't attack my money. Don't attack my source of income. The moment you try it, leave where you are. Transfer and come and meet me here. No, sir. Let us be marrying from abroad.
Simple.
As far as my own money.
It's coming.
Your husband's money is not your own, no.
Who tell you like that?
Anybody who tells you that your husband's money is your own,
Go collect them now.
to you.
Arrest that person.
Make your own money.
own.
Now, another experience I have is that of my uncle. He told us that his mother was made to choose between him and her new husband because his father was late. And his mother chose her husband over him, her son.
Sure.
And there are lots of mothers who do that today. They will prefer to lie because they want to marry. Tell their child, come here, auntie. I don't want this man to know that I have children yet.
That's my mom.
And things like that. Then, even when the man accepts her with her child, you will see her giving the man more preferences
Than the child.
giving room for abuse for that child, which is a topic we will also be looking at in mothers as we are calling them out. When you wanted to add something?
Yes, my mom also did same. You understand? My mother, I did not even grow up with her. You understand? So she came, hey, my children, no, I've not seen you people for like ever because we are five. Okay, so I'm the second to the last child. She came and we reconciled. Everybody was happy. I did not even know her facially, but that day was the first day me knowing, like, I'm done make having kids. Safe. You understand? Was the first day me knowing my mom. Everybody was excited. So her family was like, okay, we should go to Lagos and see her, and at least let's rekindle, let's bond, stuff like that. So all of us, we went to Lagos to see our mom. Oh yeah, Mama, we never see you for like, we never eat children. Everybody they happy. We were like, but before we reach Grand, Mama don't cook better soup. Everywhere
Keep
go
for
to
you.
stew. Now this reconciliation thing. Me said in my head, I was so excited. We got there. We did not see mother. Mother said she went to church. That we should wait. You did not drop key with anybody. Say we should just wait. Oh yeah, she came back. People now gathered. We're like, who is these people? Blah, blah, blah. Everybody was like, they were waiting for us to. We did not say anything because we don't know them. Immediately, my mother just came. Mama Christiana, waiting. Who be because Christiana is the person she got married to.
The new
Yes,
children.
yes. So they started asking her. She said that my sister children will come from village.
You are denied. They don't deny now.
Hey.
We explain.
You see that there? Now I'm laughing about it. Tears, just if you see tears, she was like, after everything, she said, I beg. These people, they don't know, say, I born picking for another man. I beg. Muna no verse. They don't know. I don't want to talk and make it no spoil my marriage. Her marriage is so important. And you know that she even got married to a very amazing man. I don't even care if she have children or not. If she has children or not. But she's so concerned about saving her. When we got upset about, like, we were angry about the whole thing, she was like, so una plan to spoil my marriage. Una want to spoil her marriage. And if you see see today, as a matter of fact, you see me there like this, I have a mother that is alive. But no communication, no nothing. She don't have my number. I don't have her own. Everybody to your tent to Israel. And it's
But
so
is she
annoying.
enjoying that life?
I really don't understand. My kids are so precious and divine to me. Sometimes I ask, how do these women think? Women. I understand that there's something some women are too emotional. Their feelings, they can't give up their feelings for anything. But I thought that that's the same feeling. Okay, what do you think? Like, I thought that the love and the love you have for your child, it's something you cannot trade for anybody or anything. Why? What? I don't understand.
Yeah, I feel unfortunately the African mentality has conditioned women to put the man, which is their husband, first. And so anybody who does not conform to that norm is not submissive.
It's not submissive.
It's troublesome.
But I want ask one question. You putting your husband first. I bet the husband they put on her first.
Bam.
This topic, this thing that you just said.
Follow inside waiting with the talk today.
God, I beg you.
Because if they put her first, the man they put you first.
That's why put you first, you go put first now.
It's funny.
Nobody stops them from loving who they want
to love.
But please don't treat your kids as if they are nobody to you. You see, do you know what it means for you to bring a child into this world and you now treat them as if they are nothing because you just met one man? You enter speed.
True. That brings us to the continuation of this discussion. So we are now on romanticizing suffering. Mothers enjoy romanticizing suffering. They are in their husband's house. They are suffering. They need help. They cannot talk to this man, say, help me with one or two. They will suffer, and then they will also want their daughter to experience the same thing. So when this daughter now marries and comes home and says, it gets as it be for me, you now hear a mother saying, my pikin, die there. Na so we too see am for una papa.
Na so marriage be.
Na so marriage dey. E no get where good because like we complained earlier, them too they no train their son well, so they know say their son too no good. Which is something a lot of us are calling out mothers.
So we should do better.
So mothers should try. Don't romanticize for your children. And you will see some mothers frustrating their daughters And you dey here, your mate never marry. As if there is milk and honey
in the marriage.
in that marriage.
Wey keep
You
for
want to send her.
Even the one that they are in service, not even those.
Is it milk and honey?
Oh. In fact, a lot of women are married but single.
Very single, my dear sister.
Emotionally, financially.
All round, they are single. Yet, they are pushing their daughters to go and experience that
Suffering.
same thing. Can mothers do better and stop
We
romanticizing
can.
suffering?
We can.
If you experience frustration in your relationship, please can you please don't turn it, don't pass it to your daughters. That's my problem. Don't pass it. Suffering is not something one enjoys, you understand? Because me, I know me, let me use myself, you understand? I was a child having children, okay? I was a kid having kids. And I mean, I don't even have sense that I don't know. So I was God, you see that one will be topic for another day. I was extremely abused, you know, in that relationship. You get. So the reason why I wanted to go to leave that relationship, but I don't have certificate. I don't even have a life. My father now get what my father be get security for health center. You know, my father is just managing his life and I will now run to him to do what? So I just have to bear whatever I was facing or I was going through back then, just because I don't have where to go to. I don't have food. But I decided to retrain myself in that school that I attended as in university I attended. I will never forget it. I borrowed 6,000 naira from my brother. I borrowed 6,000 to start the process. Yes, because I was not even allowed to go to school. I was not allowed. If I try I'm going to beat they will give me, go serve me for the rest of my life. It was that bad. So, but thank God for me today. I am happy for myself today. I was a child, so it was easy for somebody to just, you understand, someone that is like 12 years older than me, he was just using me over time. But what I want to say here to mothers is, please, pain. I don't know how I'm going to emphasize on this. Pain is not something people that you have to endure. My problem here is when your children see you go through this same kind of pain, it affects them psychologically, and you don't know. It affects them. You're instead of there's a saying. They said a divorced home is better in the life of the children than the children have seen all the abuse that is going on there.
That house, yes.
It's going to affect them mentally, psychologically, and otherwise. When they grow, it affects the way they live their life with other people. It's why I don't see that. You guys are separated. They see life differently from them now. Enduring, seeing when their father is beating their mother, seeing everything their mother is going through, or sometimes it's even the father said that is actually going through stress. Sometimes you understand. But this whole thing it doesn't work.
Messes up the child.
It messes the mental peace and the mental health of your children. Can you please stop? And that pain, it and alone, but please stop romanticizing it and rub it on the face of your innocent children.
Yeah. You want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something. While you're suffering, please, our mothers. In fact, if you go to health center, family planning is free. Family planning is free.
Very important.
Stop bringing children into this world
that you personally cannot afford.
You cannot afford to take care of. Because while you're having a child, you're emotionally involved, you're mentally involved, you're financially involved, and physically involved.
Including spiritually involved.
You're also spiritually involved. If you know that you can't cater for 2 children, please do have one. Do family planning. If you know you can't cater for 2, please don't even. If you don't even can't cater for 1, don't have at all. There are people in America, London, you can name them. There are people that doesn't have children.
Even in Nigeria,
Thank God that civilization is even affecting some women in Nigeria today that decide not to have children.
And please, it is your body.
No, use your husband pocket to calculate your children. No.
It is your body. It is your choice. If you decide not to have children, it is your choice. A number of children you want to have, it is your choice because your body will tell for it. Since I had my first son till today, my health has never remained the same.
It's not easy, my dear.
Every day, I have one sickness or the other that is affecting me. Down to my 3rd child. In fact, I used to tell my friends that if I had known, I would remain for that one. So now you're learning from my experience. If you are able to have a child, just one, be okay with one. Do family planning.
Let's also not forget that some people die in this process of giving birth.
Giving birth to please a man, looking for a particular sex of a child. And you're having children that you cannot cater for emotionally. It's because now, there's a time I went to my mom, I said, why did you even give birth to me?
Thank you.
Yes. Because emotionally, I was abused. Physically, anyhow you can think of it, I was abused. I have to go back to my mom. I said, why did you give birth to me? Because my mom already have 7 children. You understand? Now, coming back to my husband's side, my husband's mom has 10. 10. You understand?
And they raise themselves.
And it was as in she told over and over to raise these children. Does it really worth it?
It's not so.
So please, mothers, we can do better. You can do family planning, whether the man agree or you not agree.
Then they ask that kind
now your body, now you get them. You understand? That is what I wanted to contribute.
True. Let's not have children we cannot afford.
Yes.
Personally. Standard of roles in the house where we have boys will do this one. Girls will do this one. When? Take over.
You see this particular one, this particular one is a problem already. I've said it before and I will say it again. You see that role, that particular one, you say this one is for boy child, and this one is for girl child. Hold on, wait. I don't talk am before now. Girls where they born now no sabi sweep house.
Now their house help.
Oh yeah, God. They know they sweep. They don't know it. They don't know that. See that no, you don't. Your own is. Please, Amaka, which is your daughter. Please, carry broom and sweep. You are a woman. You will get married tomorrow.
Don't you know he's a man?
My dear, he's a man. He will get married tomorrow. You should learn how to sweep too. Please, the same energy you put in raising your girl child, put that same energy to raise your boy child. There is no special role for a male and also for a female. As your daughter sabi cook, may your son too sabi cook very interesting food. His children will adore him more. And I see.
Because the monsters people marry as a man today.
Well,
it's my mothers.
And it's our mother.
That is why
you see,
they are so entitled.
Entitlement mentality. You see this thing our mothers are doing.
95% of men.
God help our mothers out there.
Yes.
No, seriously, because people have ruined the life of innocent male children. You understand? Choosing a particular thing and this okay, why we are preparing dinner, you understand, dinner, and the boy is playing football. You call it go play. Why others will be cooking in the house? Because he's a boy, he's a male child. My dear, get ready. See the male child will get to the female child will get to the I don't talk about before. They no sabi sweet. They no sabi cook. Una go come, una go chop Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro, una go eat Genesis food. They go. They no sabi. So it's better you raise your son so that your son can actually assist the wife. Assistant. There is this man I know. This man can cook to shege. Trust me. Woman when you marry, no even sabi boil water. The kind of attention that man is you will raise your male child to the misbehave. Another woman raised that boy to know how to cook. That man married a woman that cannot boil. Like the woman does not know anything. They tell her the woman waited that they about to cook. Can you believe that? With the way the husband takes good care of his wife, the woman said, "I want to go to a catering school. I want to enroll. I want to know how to do this out of love." This man,
to
this girl went
the
there,
man.
and if you see this girl and a chef,
good.
If you see family, they understand themselves. But no, he's a man. Yeah, the woman go there for inside. The woman will cook, will give birth, will clean, will wash. Go for night, go see open to see collect. You go under that body, we don't tire the woman. She will even go to work. Then you will now carry your clipper and come and back.
95% of men are entitled.
Yes.
In fact, am I saying 95?
Yeah, it's their right. No, it's their right as a man.
95, is it okay? Should we say 99?
You can't say
Let's say 99.
Let's say 99.
0.1.
99% of men are entitled. It is their right You will do it, you must do it
And be submissive.
and be very submissive. Or they will say you pack your load and go.
Mhm.
If you be like, they will not ask you, you be like, say, never want marry.
Yes.
They need to send you back to your mother to learn how your mother married a father. Yes, now.
Yes.
They will send you back. Why is it like that? Because when their parent was raising them, they failed to train them to know that you rendering a service is out of love.
Yes.
Is out of care, out of love. Not because you are being coerced into doing it.
Yeah.
If I cook in my house, I cook out of love because I love to cook. If I'm cleaning, I love cleanliness out of love. Not because I'm being coerced or because somebody is pointing a gun at me that I'm supposed to do it.
You've been
No.
impelled to do it.
Thank you.
So we are supposed to do better.
So,
let's raise our male child better.
And let's also note that if you're giving your daughter the mentality that because you will marry tomorrow, you are not helping her.
Yeah.
So for this part, I can say thank you to my mother. She was not the type that was pushing the mentality of do this or that. If not, you will not marry. I think I got married, I couldn't cook, I couldn't clean, I couldn't do anything. So people telling you, you no go marry if you not sabi do all those things. Na lie. Who loves you will love you regardless.
Simple.
Whether you know how to do anything or not.
Now, out of love, do you not know how to cook?
Yes, so
Cook very well.
Cook
very
and
well.
clean
Do
very well.
everything.
Not because of
it
somebody
was not
somewhere.
under compulsion.
Yes.
It was not. In fact, at some point, my house would always be very dirty because I'm not used to cleaning. And my husband would just come, shift. I'm like, oh guy, this house no look dirty, and you can't say, madam, why is this house looking like this? He said, no, if the house dirty for your eye, we will clean it. If you don't have an issue with it, let's stay inside the dirty like that. We eventually learned how to clean. So it is not a condition. So mothers, stop putting it. We are not saying don't train your girl child.
No.
We are
Train
saying
both.
those things are general habits that individuals should know to help them personally.
Themselves, please. Yes, not because of
To
somebody.
help them
I'm doing
personally.
this because to make this person
Happy.
happy.
You're living your life for somebody
Yes.
else. Do you even know if the person cares to live his life for you?
So now,
Can you conclude?
the final thing we are touching on is emotional stability. Mothers don't give their children the opportunity to express themselves. They teach their children over respect. So it creates room for abuse.
Yes.
They say, hey, they know they cause elder, they know they talk like this to elders. And so you see elders touching children's breasts,
Yes.
talking to children anyhow.
Inappropriately.
And then you will see, why they talk when the child responds appropriately to that elder who has abused them. You see mother shutting it down. They know they talk to elder like that. And even when the child tells the mother, I was abused sexually also by this person, you will hear something like, no talk this thing outside, though. They want to cover it. It is a bad habit
Very
that mothers
bad one.
have. Bad habit. And sometimes maybe they won't even bring that thing up to the fathers.
Yes.
Because a father will want to take it up. Say, who abused my child sexually? So you see mothers, we cover it. Don't let anybody hear that something like this happened.
It will affect your bride price.
Thank you. Your marital status will change.
A bride.
So keep quiet and keep pretending
Prepare
that you are
and done.
virgin. Even when they know that child has been abused. And that is what gives people the right to continue abusing other children because they have not faced any consequence.
You know, there was a time this, sorry to use this, fingering was trending all everywhere. You know, as during the days of our mothers, even when we were growing up, I don't know if people notice, you know, get pikin wey no pass through that hand enter. Hand must enter somewhere. As you're playing, one uncle will just call you, one brother.
Touch your breast.
But I am happy with awareness now. Parents now call their children and tell them that if this thing happen, report to me. If this one happen, call, you understand? This is the places that you're not supposed to teach your children all these things. It's very, very important. Pedophiles are everywhere. These people are crazy. They don't even think. Do you understand? Teach them these things. Now, my Mothers, please, I want to beg you guys personally to do better when it comes to this part, to put so that your children will come out well without having this, because some of them have this abuse, because of this particular thing. Some of them some of them have this how would I put it, they have this trauma, you understand, that they experienced when they were little. Some were raped because brother, my mother said I must respect every brother I see. I should greet the
Respect.
brother. And once you, you know, now, I mean, he's a child.
Child.
Respect means the brother said I should come and buy pure water.
I will go and buy
The
pure.
brother said I should buy granite. I will go and buy. It's sign of respect too. And brother now said I should open my leg. He's my brother now. I will open leg, even if I don't know what brother said, but brother wants to do with the leg. It's all of them are sign of respect. And because you don't want, like what she said, you don't want this thing to go out so that it will not ruin the
Affect
status of your family or whatever. You just keep quiet and tell the child sorry. That child grows up with that and even hates you as a mother. Hates you as a
Because
mother.
you're not able to protect her.
Yes, you're supposed to protect that child. Tell the father, some people will do something about. You see that child will heal automatically because something was done on her behalf. So please, mothers, help us. Thank you.
So let's hope that we have picked one or two,
Yeah.
and we are going to look at ourselves as mothers and correct the things our mothers did wrong, and our mothers who did us wrong. You all owe us an apology.
They do.
Serious one.
You all owe us.
And normally they will never say sorry.
No.
They will only ask you what you don't eat.
my mother, oh, I need an apology. Maybe just give her English.
You don't eat.
She's doing well.
Come and eat. That's their own sorry.
So, if you did enjoy today's show, we look forward to seeing you in our next show where we'll be discussing something more hot and very real.
Thank you.
And as usual, it is no darling.
Bye, guys.